SynthFest 24. I'm here on the booth of SYNTHR. You probably remember my video from last year about the SYNTHR4, this paraphonic synth with the interchangeable oscillators and filters. And I'm here again with Remy.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. Good.
You have worked on something new because the SYNTHR4 is end of life, or end of life, it's no longer in production.
Yes, this is the end of production. Yeah.
Because it's a lovely synth, and I think it got a really good impression on the last video. And you have now worked on something new, and it's no longer paraphonic, but it's polyphonic.
Yeah, it's a full new analog 10 voices analog polysynth.
It's called R10.
SYNTHR10, yes, like 10 voices.
Mm-hmm. But it looks very familiar, like the SYNTHR4.
Yes, yeah, it's a family look.
Mm-hmm. And what is the core of it? It's not interchangeable like the R4.
No, not at all. It's exactly like a Prophet 10 desktop with a lot more modulation.
Mm-hmm. What kind of oscillators? How many oscillators? And
so 2 oscillators per voice, and 2 different filters per voice.
Per voice, okay. And the oscillators are based on
Oscillators are based on the same VCO as the SYNTH4. This is the SYNTH10
And oscillator section is on the top, or it must say it's a prototype.
Yeah, it's a pure prototype. Everything is prototype. The front panel, the wood, everything is prototype, including the software.
Okay. And so the VCOs are on top here.
VCOs are here. 1 VCOs, octave, and you have a shape mixer, triangle, saw, pulse. You can change the triangle by sign. And the PW. Everything could be modulated, of course.
Okay.
The second one is the same, except that he has a detune and a synchro.
So it's very classic.
Very, very classic. Everything is classic.
And you say now something about the filters. These are 2 different ones.
So you go in the mixer, VCO1, sub 1, with 4 shape of wave shape. Mm-hmm. VCO2 and noise. Then we have 2 filters, one with the SSI2040, only low pass, 12 or 24 or 12 dB, plus cutoff, resonance, envelope, which is not working today, and I'm working the envelope through another button, and another drive. The other filters is based on the AS3320 multi-mode, 12 or 24 dB, low pass, band pass, high pass, notch.
Okay.
So at the start, VCO1 goes through the filter 1, VCO2 through the filter 2. But if I press this button, both oscillators are going through the 1. If I press this one, both go on the second VCF.
Okay.
If I press both, like this, both VCO goes through the VCF2 and VCF1 in serial mode. Okay?
That's very flexible.
Then you arrive at the VCL level. So you have a final VCF level to balance each of one.
Is it stereo or is it mono or the final sound?
The final song is stereo. Up to here it's mono. That's the amount of VCA envelope, general VCA envelope, and that's voice spreading, which is on 0, you are in mono mode, and then you spread the voice in the stereo space.
Okay.
Okay? Filter envelope, VCA envelope. If I press this button, this envelope is now free, and you can modulate what you want.
But there are in total 2, or there are 3 runs. So there are 2 in total.
This envelope becomes free to make anything else.
So in total you have
only 2 envelopes.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, it's 2 by 10.
Yeah.
It's 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Modwheel standard direction, cutoff, 1, 2, LFO amount, and you will find a white button. If I press this button and I say I would like the Modwheel to change the level of sub-oscillator, and that's done. It's done. Okay? And then I change the amount of this modulation. And you have 4 possible assignation for the Modwheel, additional to this one.
Okay.
Aftertouch.
Polyphonic Aftertouch also.
So the polyphony, the Aftertouch today is channel or last voice, and with a Poly Aftertouch keyboard, it will become Poly Aftertouch. You have to decide in the main menu. This is the small effect section. 3 parameters. 8 FX on A, 8 on B, and wet dry, general wet dry at the end. Specific here, you have glide and portamento.
Okay.
Portamento is classical between 2 notes. Glide is you choose the speed and you choose the amount of semitone up or down at the final note. And you choose VCO 1 or 2 for the function.
There are also LFOs inside, yeah.
You have one, what I call cross-modulation section, exactly like you can find in a Prophet 10 or every sequential product. Cross-modulation, that means the amount of VCO1 can modulate pitch of VCO2 or PWM of VCO2 or cutoff modulation 1 and 2.
Okay.
Same thing for the envelope. Okay? That's white or pink noise. And now it's LFO section. LFO1 is global for every voice. LFO2 is 10, in fact, is 10 LFOs, 1 per voice. So the blue one is you choose the shape, the speed, the shape, and so on. This one is global with internal clock, MIDI clock, fader plus delay, and so free LFO, gated LFO for the 1. And the 2 is polyphonic LFO. So if I press pitch of VCO1, you will modify each VCO at a different time. Okay? And then you have also the assign to assign the LFO to spread voicing, for instance, or anything else.
There are also effects inside. Are these based on the same as on the R4 or the new ones?
No, but it's the same DSP, but new effect.
Okay.
And they are not all ready. Not all are ready.
Okay. Is it also possible then to modulate the effects parameters or?
Yeah. LFO1. I don't know what is the P2.
Okay, cool. So it has really on every level modulation possible.
Yeah. My personal target was new Prophet 10, but plus modulation.
There's also a sequencer inside, or
Not yet. So it's planned to have a sequencer, an arpeggiator, to play with 5 and 5 layer, 5 voice on layer, or split. That's already planned, but it's not in the software.
okay.
So when you will be in arpeggio or sequencer, we will split somewhere where you want. You will have 5 voice to play and 5 voice to play the arpeggio or the sequencer like the SYNTHR10.
So the splitting functionality is limited to 5 and 5.
Yeah.
So you can now change this now. It's just to
I don't imagine today to have 2 and 8. It
something
could be.
if you want on the left side only a bass and on the right side a poly sound, let's say.
We could imagine that in the future.
Okay.
We could. It's not planned already, but we could.
Okay. And how far is now the development of this synth? How far is the development?
So I hope to be ready for the end of the year, and possible to deliver the first and beginning of 25.
It's still a boutique thing. It's not.
Everything is handmade except the soldering of the board, because everything is on the CMS, SMD, yeah, and the VSO component is too small to be hand soldered.
And you have already a price direction?
It will be around 4,500 euros.
Okay. But the case and so on is still, everything is prototype, so.
That's, I don't know the name in English, it's châtaignier, I don't know, it's not oak,
Yeah.
it's not
But you plan it to make it in wood, like
wood.
this?
Like this. This already, today it's plexiglass, but it will be aluminum, like this. It will be aluminum like this one. And this is nearly the final box.
Okay. And connectivity, you have MIDI?
USB, host,
Host? Oh, good.
host for
Very
keyboard,
good. Very good. Yeah.
host, MIDI for DAW, or you have three DIN, in, out, through, stereo output, left and right, headphone output, and expression pedal output, input.
Very, very good to have USB host on a desktop user. Yeah. Okay, so I think we will change the scene because your friend will play some sound of it.
Really something good for
And
you.
again, it's just the prototype.
Yeah. So you today it's only unison with 1 to 10 voice as you like, and polysynth at 10 voice. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Remy,
Thank you, Tom.
and I wish you good luck with this new project.
Thank you very much.